We have a learned journalist, editor and professor with us today, talking about emerging opportunity in citizen journalism. This is time to set up small media units at your place with Global TV. Everyone knows the power of media. Many don't know the responsibilities involved in media and journalism.
Journalism has been something that's a pursuit people have always had because people like to tell stories. We always wanted to tell somebody from the time you were little, you came back from school, you ran up to your mother and said, "Mummy, mummy," and you said something. That was the early start of trying to tell a story. People grew up. You might hang clothes on a clothesline. You might be standing across a wall to your neighbor and you say, "Did you hear?" And the question is, what? And the question you ask what, and the reply you get is what telling a story is. Very often what we need to know is that we all would like to tell a story, and communication is something we are born with. It's just the skills that we need to acquire. Citizen journalism, when we talk about it, very often what it means is people telling a story, but not one-to-one, not one across several people around in a locality confined by geography. But what you're trying to tell them is, with today's means, whether it can be carried across around the world because of the internet, because of television, whether because of radio, the reach is now much, much further. Citizen journalism, I would look at it as something that a citizen trying to tell a whole lot of other citizens what he thinks you should hear. That is citizen journalism to me.
Digitization gives large opportunity for media entrepreneurs. Internet brought back the glory of media to hands of the people. All are heard across the world. Computer and internet are everywhere now. Anyone can start a media unit with a video camera, adding to existing facilities. The power of media that was controlled by few large players is now spread across the global scenario. No need for large capital. All what you need is the passion to tell truth. The child who comes back from school plays the role of a journalist while presenting stories from school to mom, dad or others. Basic parameter of media is the courage to tell truth, nothing else.
Citizen journalism by itself has also been misunderstood because the traditional forms of media would have always asked this question: who are you to tell a story? Because a traditional journalist or the traditional media always felt it was their responsibility, it was their job to tell the story, and they were the source of all information that you needed to know. But unfortunately, what's happened is the free access of internet has made news democratic. It meant anybody can tell a story the way he or she wants to.
Freedom of expression is the platform where press and media works in India and in many other nations. This is one among the fundamental rights for every citizen given in the Constitution of India. Freedom of expression is a right of every citizen in India. Freedom of expression is also a responsibility of every citizen.
Therein comes another problem. Is that how news ought to be told? Is news value and its judgment to be done by just about anybody? Don't you need to worry about how you tell a story? It's not just the matter of how you tell the story, but the kind of laws that apply, the kind of sensitivities that you need to worry about. Should you need to think about all of those things? I would say yes, you would need to do that. How does then a citizen journalist get trained in what he needs to be mindful of when he talks about a society that is pluralistic, and a society that hears it, which is also pluralistic? And how do we be mindful of sensitivities? How do we be mindful of the law? These are things that a citizen journalist of today needs to worry about, because you've got the weapon which once upon a time, when it said pen was mightier than the sword, today your mouth can be much more mighty than a bomb of a terrorist if you didn't know how to tell a story without inciting people, because a story needs to inform. Number one, it should be truthful, it should entertain, absolutely, but you cannot inflame, because if people are inflamed when you tell a story, the question always is asked, no matter how much in public interest it just might be, but causing a stampede costs more lives and more disaster than you actually intended to.
This freedom is the right to speak out our opinion. This, in fact, is our right to spell out a difference of opinion. In this sense, freedom of expression is the responsibility of every citizen to let others know the happenings in one's vicinity. We have a responsibility to tell the larger society about exceptional things that we see and experience in our surroundings. There could be something that society should recognize and appreciate. There could be something to be curbed and corrected. Things that are good shall be implemented elsewhere, and it will fetch advantage for a larger society. Mistakes are to be corrected, and it will help the society to move in the right path. Every citizen is doing this in different forms. But with the advent of print media, few citizens got an extra reach in this basic right. Those who could reach out more people naturally have got an extra advantage. This multiple communication platform brought in large number of media houses in India and also elsewhere in the world. Media became powerful and started to play a major role in the corrective mechanism in society. Many have used media power for the benefit of society. Some took it an opportunity to negotiate with those who are in power. Manipulation of news was the outcome of these understandings. People, over a period of time, started to doubt media. Many media houses were identified with power and politics.
When we want to tell a story, there are things we need to ask ourselves first. How important is it? Something might be important to you, but how important is it to a larger section? It might seem interesting to you. It might seem interesting to your immediate round of friends, but is it interesting to a much larger audience? Because a citizen journalist trying to get a story across on the internet, whether it can be on the YouTube, it can be on any form that is globally accessible, how many people would be interested? Does it matter to them? And if you are going to give an information or a story put across, packaged, just like I'm talking to you now, does it matter to you? And if it matters to you, is it important enough? And how would I present it? This is where the skill factor comes in and the question of why. And if we answer the question, yes, it is of interest, yes, it must be a given, then we need to also ask ourselves the question, if I give that, so what? What we need to ask ourselves is there a consequence to my putting out this information to people and what it will do to people? The consequence, and that is the factor of responsibility.
Shri John Thomas is a development journalist, acclaimed editor and a respected teacher. His career span of 4 decades is built upon ethics and principles. His experience counts very much to the present mass media aspirants. He has a solid media foundation working with leading national newspapers and international news agencies and reputed media schools. Shri John Thomas is academic chairperson and dean of Team I, the media school specializing in event management, public relations and advertising.
This company is into events, artist management, sports management, as well as movie promotions.
I would like to tell all of you that I was trying to get an EMDI from past 6 years.
Thanks Arvind sir to give me a wonderful opportunity to learn in EMDI. Thanks so much. Miss you all.
So thank you EMDI.
We wouldn't have been what we are today if not for EMDI. I'm proud that I'm in Show Hours as a client servicing executive.
He has taken up full-time teaching in 2006 after 34 years vast experience as a journalist and editor in various organizations in India and abroad. He started his career as a trainee sub-editor in 1972 and worked through Deccan Herald at Bangalore and Indian Express at Cochin till 1979. From 1979 to 1984, he worked at Hong Kong with international news agency Reuters. From 1984 to 1989, he worked with another international news agency, AFP. He continued another year abroad working with Business Times.
Are we responsible journalists is what something that all journalism students in the traditional media have been taught, to be responsible. In other words, if in a regular publication, regular television, regular forms of internet which are registered, licensed and sent, there is an accountability. You are held to account for what you broadcast, for what you write and what you say. When you are a citizen journalist, there's always this question, who holds you to account? Can somebody take action against you if what you said or what you reported is not true or it is inflammatory? That is one of the things that still plagues. It needs an answer. It's something that needs to be considered. So therefore, right at this point, when somebody tries to tell a story as a citizen journalist, all that can be done is self-control. You need, it's not self-censorship, but you need to control yourself and put yourself in the shoe of somebody who hears it at a much larger level, much farther away, and see if it does pass muster with you. And if it does pass muster with you as a listener, then it should probably be done. It's a question of how well you do it, how tactfully you do it, and above all, how responsibly you do it.